Hey Botafogo fans, hey everyone, good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to Anderson Motors channel. Let's talk about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. I know you're probably watching the World Cup, right? Belgium is playing Spain right now, but it's halftime, so go ahead and share this video. Let's talk about what really matters. It's Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. And today, in this video, I'm bringing three topics, all right? First topic, defensive midfielder. Next, very close. Shall we talk about Angolan player Domingos? Let's go. Let's talk about him, right? Yesterday, information came out that Estudiantes had already started negotiations with Botafogo for the signing of Tucu Correa. Should we discuss this? Will Tuco go to Estudiantes first? It's tiring, isn't it? But let's update you, Botafogo fan, on Danilo's situation. Of course, our update comes from the club. It comes from Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. Want to know? Want news about Botafogo? Do you want Botafogo news and scoops? Here on Anderson Motors channel. Go!
That's how he does it. We're in this together, damn. That's how he does it. We're in this together, damn.
Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. Subscribe to the channel. Help us reach 101,000 subscribers. Leave your like. Give us a thumbs up. By leaving a like, more Botafogo fans can discover the content here on Anderson Motors channel. And just giving you all a heads up, our live stream today will not happen at 7 p.m. And the under-20 team will play against Flamengo in the PG Cup. So what are we going to do? At 7:45 p.m., we'll catch the end of the game. We can show it here. So come watch the end of the under-20 game and then our live stream. Anderson, I'm going to show Botafogo TV some love. All right, when the game ends there, switch over to us because, my friend, it's probably going to be a live stream with lots and lots of news about Botafogo. All right? Friends, I know you guys like me a lot, okay? I know you guys try to leave a like, try to subscribe, share, but you can also help keep the channel going in another way and who knows, win an official Botafogo jersey. What do you mean, Anderson? A raffle for an official Botafogo jersey. Hey, Botafogo fans, how about helping support the channel and still getting a chance to win a brand new official Botafogo jersey? Buy your raffle ticket starting at 12 reais. Do you see the link that's in the pinned message there in the chat? And here in the video description, click on that link, make your reservation, sign up there with your name and phone number, all right? Make the Pix payment. Anderson, what's the Pix? It's the channel's Anderson Motors channel, andersonmotor@gmail.com. The receipt you will send to this WhatsApp number here, 2298302298835 7407. And within 24 hours, this WhatsApp number will confirm it. Then you will be participating in our raffle, which will be drawn on the 30th, 31st of this month, okay? Good luck, help the channel, and who knows, you might win a shirt. Remember, there's an extra raffle. Deal? Let's go. First, let's talk about the midfielder, Domingos. Domingos. Andrade, okay? Botafogo is negotiating with Porto for the Angolan midfielder Domingos Andrade, all right? Man, cara, the feedback I have from Botafogo is that he's the midfielder Botafogo is negotiating with, and it's very close to being finalized. All is settled between the player and club. They just need to sort out the payment. It's a little thing here, a little thing there, but it's around 1.2 million euros, okay? There are just a few small details left for Botafogo to complete the signing of the midfielder. He's a midfielder that Botafogo considers very promising, and he's a defensive midfielder. He averages about 10 ball recoveries per game, okay? So he would come to compete for a starting spot with Guinho and Alan, who will be back from injury very soon. So Botafogo is basically closing the deal, right? They're practically signing this defensive midfielder, okay? And what about the market, Anderson? Botafogo signed 2 goalkeepers. You already know Botafogo signed another centre-back and is signing this defensive midfielder. They still need another centre-back to arrive. With this centre-back joining, Botafogo currently sees no more gaps in the squad. Logically, if a great market opportunity comes up, Botafogo will go after it. The GDA has given their approval. If a good opportunity comes up, we can go for it, all right? Logically, if Botafogo loses any player in this transfer window, there will be a replacement, all with the approval of the GDA, all right? Speaking of losing, yesterday there was news that Estudiantes are starting negotiations with Botafogo for Tucu Correa. Thank God, etc. Then in the news, it said that Tucu Correa would have to significantly lower his salary to sign with Estudiantes and so on. At Botafogo, there has been no offer. There is no conversation between Botafogo and Estudiantes. Only if Estudiantes approaches Tuco's agent first. Only if they arrange everything with Tuco Correa and then come to Botafogo, okay? Could the negotiation be happening? It could, but it's between Tuco, his agent, his representative, right? And Estudiantes. With Botafogo, there's nothing. But my friends, Tuco Correa is not part of Botafogo's plans at this moment. So really, they sort things out with Tuco first, and then Botafogo comes and says, so what can we do? Man, Botafogo releases Tuco Correa without any problems. Let's see what happens next with Tuco Correa, all right? Well, now, updates on the Danilo case. Let me just read this here first. O Globo. Newcastle inquires about Danilo from Botafogo to replace Bruno Guimarães in case he leaves for Arsenal. The Brazilian club prioritizes a sale abroad and has already received inquiries from English clubs and an offer from Zenit of Russia. Botafogo denies receiving an offer from Palmeiras. Newcastle has made inquiries about signing Danilo from Botafogo and has identified the midfielder as the main option to replace Bruno Guimarães if the Brazilian leaves the English club. Arsenal is targeting the midfielder who started every World Cup match for Brazil. In the event of a negotiation between the two teams, it could speed up the English club's move for the player. Newcastle's interest is among the most consistent approaches received by Danilo's representatives. In the talks, the former Nottingham player was presented as the English club's top choice for a possible replacement for Bruno Guimarães. However, there is still no formal offer made to Botafogo. More advanced talks have already taken place with Zenit from Russia. The players' representatives and the Russian club have had at least 3 meetings and an offer has been put on the table. The most recent approach from Zenit happened a few days ago, but there is still no agreement. Playing in Russian football is not among the player's wishes at the moment. The player prefers, if he returns to Europe, to find a competitive team. Botafogo is currently prioritizing the sale of Danilo abroad and is not considering negotiations with another Brazilian club. When asked, Botafogo denied having received any offer from Palmeiras. Let's go, guys. We gave you this information yesterday, okay? Let's go. Yeah, they talk a lot about inquiries, a lot of inquiries, and so on. What do I actually have that's concrete? Botafogo has officially received, Botafogo is officially talking with Newcastle and Zenit, okay? But there's a third club involved, okay? Botafogo is also talking with that club about the player. I don't know the name yet. All right? However, it's very difficult for Danilo to stay at Botafogo. Botafogo has set his price, okay? 35 to 40 million euros. Man, what did they tell me? That the first inquiries, the first approaches are for offers above 30 million. All right? So most likely Botafogo is going to sell Danilo. Now, friends, what are the Palmeiras fans doing? They're living in their own little world. If you talk to the Palmeiras fans, they'll say Botafogo has to sell because they need to pay salaries. Botafogo has to sell because they need to pay the transfer ban. So not even they know Botafogo's real situation. So don't give any ideas to Palmeiras fans, for God's sake. Those guys are lost. All right? Yeah, the club told me right now that they won't sell to Palmeiras. They won't sell to anyone in Brazil. That's it. All right, all right. Either Danilo goes abroad or Danilo comes back in a few days, trains and plays for Botafogo. And he'll wait for the transfer window in the middle or end of the year. And that's it. Update, Botafogo is in talks with European clubs. There will be no negotiations with Brazilian clubs. Anderson, if Palmeiras comes with 30, 35 million, 40 million, then that's a different story. But Palmeiras themselves are saying they're not going to increase it. Correct? So friends, honestly, Danilo is going to Europe. This situation with Brazil and all this pressure that Palmeiras is putting on, Botafogo now has a new owner. Botafogo now has a new way of doing things. Botafogo won't give in, actually. It's even becoming a joke inside the club. Like I told you, Botafogo said Palmeiras must have made an offer to Botafogo de Ribeirão Preto because nothing has come to us. And if it does come, we won't even respond. And that's it. My Palmeiras friends, it's better to look for someone else, all right? Because Danilo probably won't go to Palmeiras. All right, can we be sure? In the transfer market, nothing is certain. Got it? But the information I have right now is that Botafogo won't sell Danilo to the Brazilian market. Brazilian market. Either he goes abroad or he stays at Botafogo until the end of the year, all right? Join us today at 7:45 p.m. to our old school live stream. Everyone be here. We're going to talk a lot about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas, all right? Have you left a like yet? Have you already shared this video? Have you already subscribed to the channel? Have you already bought your raffle ticket? Give us that support, my friends, today. Big hug, greetings to Minegras, and hey, I'm out. Let's go get them, Fogão. We're in this together. Thanks.